Alright, let's talk about Steven Universe. We're going to talk about 4 different episodes in this video just because um, there's like 4 more episodes in this one arc and they feels weird to split them up, even though I kind of did that with last week's video, but we're going to fix that right now. First episode is Adventures in Life Distortions. Basically, after last week's episode, Steven and the Gems go to rescue Greg. They take the Ruby ship that they still have hanging around, fly to the human zoo, but in this episode they have to use like kind of like a warp speed thing. I don't know how exactly to describe it, but most of the episode is Steven kind of coming to grips that he really feels like he screwed up and having to come to the grips with his guilt. And it's kind of hard watching that moment because Future understands, really makes us understand, like Steven was dealing with this shit ton of trauma, and this episode is no different on that front. So it still makes me a little uncomfortable watching it, but good episode though. Gem Heist is the next episode, and this is the one where they actually arrive at the human zoo and they realize, okay, we're not going to fit in at this human zoo. We need to figure out how to make this work. And the diamonds are not actually at the human zoo yet. So Sapphire proposes that Ruby appear as her guard, Pearl appear as her Pearl, and Amethyst appear as another guard, so that way they can sneak in to get to put Steve in the human zoo so he can find Greg and rescue him. And plan works. We meet Holly Blue Agate. This is a great character, like an egotistical piece of shit character that you just love to hate. You know, one of those villains that you love to hate. So the zoo, and then so yeah, but by the end of the episode, Steven gets thrown in the zoo, and we get to see kind of what the human zoo was, which is essentially that the human zoo was exactly what it was. They take humans from Earth, throw them in a zoo, and they had little automated machines go in there and take care of them, and do mating rituals and tell them when to eat and stuff. It's really fucking wild and crazy, and kind of gross, but but and I don't really like the human zoo as a concept. It seems kind of fucked. It's really fucked up and disturbing. And I know that's the point, but it felt like, did we really need this as an angle of the show? Like, really, did it serve any purpose? Because as much as I like this arc, I'm just like, it paints such a negative image on Pink's character, even though she didn't really create the human zoo, but it makes the other diamonds seem even worse. It's a whole mess of things. I don't know. I'm still conflicted about the human zoo, but yeah. And the last episode is That Will Be All, which is the basically episode where they all break out. Steven gets Greg, and they work their way around the diamonds, and we see Yellow Diamond, Blue Diamond sing a song about how they both miss Pink, and it's a very metaphorical song because she's not asking Blue what's the use of feeling sad. It feels like she's asking what's the use of feeling at all. It seems like Yellow is suppressing a lot of her feelings and frustrations with a lot of things that she's had on her mind since the loss of Pink, and now they talk about how they're going to go to Earth to get more humans, and everyone breaks out, and they get caught by Hollaby Agate, but they really do a great job of making her understand, like, hey, you can't report us to the diamonds because then you'll seem just as fucked up as them. And that's a great way to end the episode. It's a fun arc. I really like the diamond stuff, but man, some of these episodes you really wonder, like, could this really be a lot stronger if this was a 22-minute episode? Because a lot of this arc felt like some of the episodes were a little bit rushed in the pacing of the episodes. Still good episodes, but yeah, I really like this arc. It's a good arc, and yeah, I'm excited to talk about the rest of season 4, even though I'm gonna be honest, there's about 4 filler episodes to talk about in the coming weeks, and then we can get to like some episodes that are exciting to talk about. It's gonna be a little crazy. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.